stream begins. Let's see what we gotta do. Thought I might just live stream some dreams. I know my guy Easy wants to watch some puppet creation. And I can only record an hour at a time, so I'm just gonna do it this way. Now, this is where I'm at. I've got a weapon and a second weapon slot. Obviously the pistol is still out right now. That will be changed. It's allowing me to switch slots before I pick up a second weapon. So I'm gonna change that around. So if I do that, now it keeps track of them both separately. See that? And I think if you reload and switch, it cancels the reload. Yeah. The switching is literally instantaneous at the minute as well, so I will probably change that at some point. Yo, can you see that? Oh my god, you can see that. I'm gonna need to change that. I thought you couldn't see it. Okay. Let's change that around a bit. So, which weapon was that? That was the, oh yeah, AK-47U. We want the reload animation for that. And we'll pin that to the screen. And then we'll turn the chip on. Oh, the fucking... this one's on as well. My bad. Fuck, it's not gonna let me turn it on now. Gonna need to fuck with that. So... ammo tracker... oh yeah. Is it playing? Yeah, it is playing now, there we go. Let's turn this on. There we go. It was rendering both at the same time, that's why it looked funky. Let's move that further this way. See if that works. Oh, tits. This one wasn't it? Oh, I need to power it off as well. I'm just the worst. There we go. There we go. And it just drops out of the sky. Perfect. Now when you ADS on this one, the camera zooms in quite a lot. But I think on this one it doesn't zoom in at all. So let's zoom the camera in on ADS. So if we do... whoops. ADS. ADS. And then if we... why is the camera so far back there? Have I messed up my camera? When did I mess up my camera? My camera was not like that before. There it is. What? Why did I mess up my camera? And then I'm in a group and shit. Oh, fucking no. Yeah, my camera's always been way further forward. Okay, so that camera zooms in a little bit there. I think we should probably make it zoom in further. Okay. I think actually the pistol, that looks fine for the zoom in. I think... Whoops. Hang on. Edit mode. Would you like a more recent one? No, I just want to go back into edit mode. What? What time is it? 12:53. Okay. 12:51. Yeah, thanks. Just want to go back into the edit mode. What the fuck? Yo, no, now my camera's fucked again. Fuck's sake. Tits. I don't remember where it was in the old version either. Let's check. Alright. Let's save that. As soon as I start doing something, everything breaks. AK-47U in scene. Let's take a look. Where is it? Is it like... if I make this visible. It's right on the very edge of that, isn't it? Like, the back of it is on that. Okay. I mean, that does look right. Let's see what it looks like. I don't know, now it feels weird. Yeah, I don't know now. Shit. Yes, it's off. It's off. Fuck's sake. I can't undo anything because I left the scene. Okay, let's... Where is that camera? Let's find it. First person camera. It's there. Okay, what is affecting it? I think only actually this chip ADS is affecting it. Where's this chip ADS? I think other than that, it's just static, yeah. So if I go to another scene, look how fucked that is. That deeply irritates me. Exit creation without saving. And then go to the old version. I should be able to click on that and save it. Is that even going to help me at all? Instrument, vehicle, animation effect. I don't think it really matters, contraption. That'll do. And then if I exit this one without saving and go back to the newest version, and stamp it into the scene. God damn it, why is it over there? It's not even facing the right way. Fuck's sake. Right, I'm just going to have to realign this. How does one realign? Fuck. I have to do it by eye. So it's right in the center, I think. No, it touches the back. It is directly in the center. Reset to default. And then I suppose if you used precise move, yeah, until and that should give you the same effect. Yeah, okay, so that's what we're going to do. It has slightly put the ADS off, but I think that's what's going to be best here. Reset to default, and then using precise move, and I'll turn this one on. I'm gonna do that. Oh. See what that looks like. Okay, it's still off. I don't know why, but it appears to be going roughly to the center there. And then let's turn that one off. It looks like my screen center is actually a little bit lower than what it was before. However, I don't really think that matters. So if I take this one, because we fixed the camera, actually the reload on this won't be broken anymore. Yeah, there we go. Ah, looks much better. I thought it looked a bit funny all zoomed out. I thought it was because we were in stream mode. I thought for some reason that changed the field of view, but there you go. Get the MP7. Oh dear, that definitely needs fixing. Is that one ADS correctly? I think that does. No, 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 no. Everything is broken. Everything is broken. Well, we're going to have to redo the guns. I actually have a realignment wall. It's very difficult to ever so slightly move. So that one just needs to point down a bit. That one needs to point down a bit. So let's change the ADS on this one. This is the reload chip, ADS chip. Yeah, let's try that. Good God, that is not correct. So undo that. So this is it currently. Then if we play, I can select it. I actually need to get rid of that one too. Okay, that's the ADS. Can then go into it and check. So let's move that down slightly. See where we are. Almost. There we go. Okay, so we'll align the top two, and then, or the outside two green dots, and then I think, what was it? So we need to move the barrel of the gun up a bit. There we go. I think we need to move the whole rig slightly up, actually. Yeah, that's more like it, and then we'll move this hand up a little. Hey, dope. And then actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in a bit further. How do I zoom in a bit? I've forgotten. Which one is it? Zoom... Transition time? Field of view? I want to say that's it. Yeah, that is it. Okay. Now, it definitely shouldn't go down to 60. What have I got it on for 1911? Let's see. 49. Okay, so for the MP7, let's do 49 as well. Let's just keep it consistent at 49. And then I suppose we'll see how it looks. So we'll stop recording that. I think that looks quite good. I don't know if that's zoomed in enough. At least it snaps to the middle. Obviously no sound effects at the minute. Oh, actually there's a jump sound effect built into the puppet. I'm unsure about that gunfire. It looks too low really, I feel like it should be higher up. But then the gunfire's in the same spot as that, and that clearly is coming out of the barrel, so... Oh, that animation is broken because I broke the hipfire wire. Let's not forget to put that one back in. There we go. I'm quite happy with that though, so we go for 49 on the ADS. Now let's go ahead and pick up this one and fix the ADS on this one. So let's go for a small one. Okay. Let's grab hold of the ADS. Yoink. And we'll play. I'm going to break that one and then activate ADS. Otherwise, when you have two keyframes active at the same time, anything affected just averages what's going on between them. Alright, so let's take a look. Just a little bit high up. There we go. A little bit too low. Still low. Still low. It's getting close. I feel like the gun's misaligned, like the barrel is further on the right and the tip is further on the left. I don't know, it could be tripping. I just feel like it is. It does look like it is ever so slightly, but... I don't know. Also, that should definitely be higher, because you can't even see that. Don't know. I'll leave it as is for now. We can always go back and change it. We're going to make that 49, aren't we? $49. Right. Test our ADS. That zooms in appropriately, I think. I quite like that. I'll leave that as is for now. I mean, that does look right. That does definitely look right. I think it's a shame it doesn't align with the sight at the front, actually. But, yeah, it's whatever, innit? And then MP7? Yeah. It looks roughly right. I think these are things we can always come back to and tweak. Like, it's difficult to find the exact center of the screen as well. Oh well. Seems alright. Looks alright. Feels alright. Right. Now there are a couple of things I wanted to do. I think my speed color isn't working, so that's something. I have to go through that. Oh, not that one. This one. Oh man. Okay, let's just leave that one open because otherwise it's going to be annoying. Now, where's speed color? Speed color's in reload, right. So speed color's in reload. Let's open up reload. So I think there's our perk chip. Speed color. When give speed color is true. Take 3,000 points. Has speed color, yeah. Okay, then I think we test on the guns. We test for speed color on the guns. Okay, so speed color does improve your reload time by 33%, apparently. I'm going to get rid of those, because what was happening was, if you'll see, so I've got this set to 124. In fact, I'll show you on this one because it's active. It just goes up to 200%, even though I've got 150. Why is it 200? Also, why is that a blend? Should be an overwrite. Let's see if that changes anything. No, it's at 200%. Why is the playback speed 200% if it's 150 times by 1? What is the result of 150 times by 1? $150. It's 150. So why is it playing back at oh, because aha, I have an idea. Right, let's get rid of, hang on, is this an overwrite? It is an overwrite. When I hover over it, it's 150. When I let go, it's 200. Let's get rid of that. And then plug in this. 200. Well, now it's on blend. Overwrite. Blend. Modulate. Overwrite. I just, oh, fuck's sake. I wonder if I can just do, if I can do a blend, right, of, or modulate. Where's modulate? Right. The value will be multiplied by the largest value. No. Yeah, I think modulate's the one I want, because if I can then just do 1, should give me 100. Okay, 100. And if I naturally set that to 150, and then times 1.3. Okay, if I get rid of that, $199.5. That's correct. Okay, so let's try it. That is the normal reload speed. Has speed cola. Perfect. Looks like we solved it. So, as long as we set that speed correctly to begin with, value slider times by one. There we go. And then we have it on modulate. Yeah, that should, because that's going to give us what we want it to. I don't know if that's meant to be 100 or not. I remember if they're meant to be 100 or 150, but there you go. I haven't labelled those either. Let's check speed colour, doesn't it? Yeah, right, let's get the other guns then. Right, let's grab that one. And we'll grab that one. Why is it not letting me run? See that shit? Why is it not letting me run? What the fuck? Is my code okay? Jesus. Who built this fucking game? Yeah, that reload is so slow. That reload is so slow. It's kind of funny. Because it's so slow. And then it fucking glitches out towards the end. What the fuck is that shit on the AK? I'm gonna pick the AK up and fucking sort that out. That's ridiculous. I don't know why it does that. That's messed up. Is it because that? Oh yeah, arms no ADS. Wait, no, I think this is arms ADS. Yeah, let's play that. Why does it... Okay, that all makes sense. Turn off the hip fire. Maybe I can extend this. I don't think that's the issue, to be honest. Let's pull this back. Yeah, I think it's trying to do too much at once. Oh. Oh dear. What has gone on? That looks janky as fuck. I can't tell if it's like... No, it is the middle. Fair enough. Oh, it's coming back down too fast. Maybe I'm moving it to the left too far. I need to be moving it to the right. Also, this is definitely too slow. It comes back down so quick. Why does it come back down so quick? That's so messed up. And now it looks janky again. Don't know why. It comes back down through the left hand and then it does a little like jump. Oops. No, there we go. Let's just copy that, right? Let's copy that there. And have the same transition, right? And then that might solve it. Why does it do that? Is it this? Are you the issue? Hey! That sort of solved it. Can't actually tell if it's working now or not. I think it is. Snazzy. Let's get rid of that one and see if we can do without that keyframe. Save the thermo. No, we can't do without that keyframe. Okay, so we need all of the keyframes. Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, we fixed something. It's always progress. Now, this one needs to be 150 by default as well, I think. And I'm going to go ahead and make this one 152. I don't remember why they have to be 150. I think I copied the reload chip from the M1911 across to them. Yeah, it looks much better. And right. And the M19 was already set to 150. Okay, and then we'll get the MP7. The animation looks weird. The front of the gun doesn't move up as much as the back, which is kind of fucked. Look at that smooth ass animation. I don't even know how I did that. I'm so proud of that. I think it looks dope though. I love that. Oh dear. And then if we get speed color, there you go. Yeah, it's noticeably faster. That's what we want. Apparently, I didn't know this as well. Apparently, in all of the Call of Duties, every single map that has speed cola, it always gives you 33% faster reload. So I thought it was faster on some guns and slower on others, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Oh, it's not giving me the 1911. That's odd. Is there a... What is this doing? 1911, square hold, weapon picked up, 1911 picked up. So... I don't need the ammo actually. 1911 picked up, should set weapon 1 to 0. And gate. Don't actually remember what a lot of this code does. AK-74U is true for slot 1. MP7 is true for slot 2. So if I'm on slot 1 and I get... Oh, I have to have an AND on this. Ah, bollocks. Why is weapon 2 0? Weapon 2 is 2. Weapon 2 isn't 0. Am I spelling something wrong? Weapon 1 is 1. Weapon 1 isn't 0. Huh? Hey? That's not bloody right. If a chip's not on, the variable still updates, doesn't it? Weapon 1. Weapon 2. Weapon 2. Weapon 1. Like, it should still display weapon 2. If I switch weapons... Excuse me. Weapon 2 is still 2. And here it's still 0. Why is that? Like, surely that makes sense. I'm not sure why I'm having to go and do this. So if I pick up 1, 2, neither of them should be 0. What do you want?
I had a shower, so put a wig in there.
No, but how long are you going to be in the shower for?
Well, I'm just saying, if you want a wig, then you can't work. So.
Okay. Thanks for informing me. Fucking idiot. Right, so that's 1, and that's 2. That makes sense. But these just don't change, even though they're in turned off. What does that do? Oh yeah, on start do weapon pickup. Maybe I should just do a weapon 1, weapon 2, weapon 3 out here, because they appear to be updating. So if I grab myself one of these and a node, whoops, what was that? Weapon 2, okay. And that was gun an A, wasn't it? Yeah. Read weapon 2. Read. Read weapon 2. I'll move my on start up here. Read weapon 2. So now when I start, two. Right, so when 2 equals 2, you can't pick up the gun that's already in your hand, which is the MP7. Which is not true. Oh yeah, you can't pick up the gun that's in your offhand. Of course. Because you can't have both guns in both slots. That makes sense. That's why I've done that. So it reads what's in the other slot, and then it says you can't pick up that gun if it's in your other slot. That makes sense, that makes sense. Okay, so that was reading weapon 2. This is going to read weapon 1. We'll grab ourselves another node. Call it read weapon 1. Make it a nice colour. Delete these. And read weapon 1. So now, hopefully, once we've picked up both of these, yay, we can switch back. Oh, I appear to have left a number on the M1911 chip. Aha. Is it just me, or is that not very fast? Actually, I think that is the right speed. I'm just used to speed color now. Yeah, it won't let me pick it up because it's already in my offhand. I can pick up the MP7. Nice. Okay. So we fixed speed cola. What else is there to do? Oh yeah, I need to set up a system that stops the players switching unless they have both guns. Excuse me. Christ. Oh, had a coffee and it's made me tired. So what if... Hang on. Rolling a ciggy. So I press triangle to switch weapon slots currently. I think I might need to set up a variable that tells me when I've only got the starting pistol. And I think because it's always going to be the 1911, it can actually work within the 1911 chip as well. See, I worry about working within the chips on the guns because they're basically carbon copies of each other, and I'm going to need because I'm going to have a chip per gun. I'm essentially, the more I leave in there, the more each gun is going to cost. Let's take a look. Let's get rid of out of ammo. In fact, I don't need that. I need weapon system. Do I? Oh yeah, oh no, I need ammo. Okay, weapon system slots. Yeah, okay, so here's triangle. So when triangle is pressed... So actually, I do need A to start off with. I definitely do need A to start off with. And then I'm going to say, where's my on start do? On start do, make variable, whoops, and then this one. On start do, make variable equal to variable, what's it, well, let's call it, one weapon slot. One weapon slot. And then we'll make that one 1 when it's powered on. And then, in fact, let's pulse that as well, because I don't want it to stay on, because I don't actually know what it will do. Because it only turns on when power on, however... Oh, that is a pulse, isn't it? Dum-dum. Me big dum-dum. Right, on weapon... one weapon slot. So many variables. One weapon slot. Okay. Then let's test this for here, and then we'll do a little bit of a node here. Get rid of that. One weapon slot. So as long as someone doesn't press triangle before 0.1 seconds into the game starts, I could make that lower actually, but I don't like doing things lower than 0.1 because it's difficult to bug test it if I need to pause the game at the exact frame. I can pause it a tenth of a second with a bit of practice, but anything less is getting difficult. Let's... Okay. Don't... oh, let's just call it one weapon slot before pickup. And then we'll do a check in here for pickup. Is that a receiver? No, it's not a receiver. We need a receiver. Because I have weapon picked up. Why am I scrolling that way? I need to scroll up because W. Ah, weapon picked up. On weapon picked up, we'll set one weapon slot to 0. Okay. And then we'll actually test this again. If one weapon slot is true. Oh, if one weapon slot is equal to... Let's get a calculator. Actually, we can just do that. Oh. Oh yeah, because that's... Okay, yeah. Just have to do a separate timer. Let's make it 0.05. Actually, it's testing for weapon picked up, and this is weapon picked up. So I need weapon picked up to fire first. And I need this to fire second. So let's make it 0.02. So now it's waiting for weapon picked up. Okay. So now, if I play, I shouldn't be able to press triangle. It does let me press triangle. Why does it let me press triangle? Oh, because it's equal to 1. Oh. Let's swap these round. No, because that doesn't make sense, because one weapon slot is true. Fuck's sake. Let's do the inverse of it then. Oh, fuck's sake. Trying to make it look nice. Not having much luck. So if we test that, one weapon slot. Now I can't press triangle until I pick a gun up. And now it is still not letting me. I thought we were doing the inverse. One weapon slot is false, true. It's waiting for this, and then it's going to make it 0. Is it all happening on the same frame? I think that might be what's happening. Why don't I check for this on this? Actually, on timer finished. Actually, I can just leave it up, but it will be checking constantly. Just be another tiny drain on resources, so I can't switch. I'm pressing triangle. Let's pick that up. No, I still can't switch. Weapon picked up was true. So that should have fired. Weapon picked up was just true. Because in this chip should be weapon picked up. Interesting. Searching for a tag. In scene? Might be it. Let's rewind. Yep, there we go. Wasn't searching for it in the right place. Okay. Right, well, that appears to be working. Now, that's one system out of the way. I think what I need to do now is probably the... I haven't got a point system, so I need to do the point system. And then I've got Mule Kick over here. So this is this system here, but with Mule Kick, and I've actually got the... These are keyframes, special keyframes that toggle on and off the ammo system in here. So if I open this up, you'll see all of these are highlighted. But if I move to that one, the second ones are highlighted. If I move to that one, the third ones are highlighted. So that's... it tests weapons 1, 2 and 3. Like that, see? That's why this is also convoluted. Usually these would just be one variable and it wouldn't look quite so disorganized, so... Let's do the point system. Let's do points. So I do actually have a variable called points. If I close all of these a second and get rid of him, just tidy up a bit. Now points is here. Just got a variable called points. I'm going to start the variable on let's say 10,000. Let's increase the maximum value. I don't know what it goes up to. There we go. 10,000. And then we'll display it. And we'll display it over here. Oh, have I got precise move on? Oops. So now when I start... Oh, it looks like he's actually got points displaying there. HUD. Score. Wireless receiver. Score. Text display, text display. Yeah, that's that one. Okay. Let's just use that one then. This is the old guy's code that I've adapted. It's been a great help going through what he had previously. Oops, not remix. So, when I go through a perk, some of them already have the scores set up. So stamina up, yeah, there we go. That's taken 3,000. I think we need to do the floating numbers thing for when you deal damage to a zombie as well. Because I think when you do damage, it adds points on, and they kind of float above here. Like it will go 10, 10, 10, 10 for each like hit. Does it do like minus 3,000? I'm gonna check some footage. Check some footage. Let's see. Let's see. Nuketown. Zombies, right?
Okay. Let's sneak under here. Like, wait, can I jump through this? No. Right, you ready? No way you can actually crawl under that. That's insane. Well done, Treyarch. I've been waiting for a zombie map where I can do that. Right, how do I clear that out? Do I grenade it?
Syndicate. Watching Syndicate. Okay, so it's yellow numbers and they come off the left side. Oh yeah.
What is it?
It looks like red numbers. He's just bought a door.
Did not see one. Right, can I go in
So
here?
if I...
Ha, yeah, I can. Right, guns on the wall.
Yeah, it says minus numbers and then they float off. How am I going to replicate that? I suppose for everything in the map I could just do a version of it. So I'm going to change the way these ones look, actually, very briefly. Looks like border opacity, border width. Oh dear. That looks okay, actually. I do quite like that. Texture scale. Fade amount? Oh, I see. I'm going to fade them out a bit more, actually. Can't really see with all the fucking things in the way. Padding. Taper. No. Curviness. How curvy? Text box curviness. Text box opacity. Brightness. Jesus Christ. Tail shape. I see. Okay. So it got a backdrop on it. It doesn't need that. Oh, it sort of does. Okay. Let's leave that as it is for now. I suppose you can always get it closer to it at the time. Now let's do... Where's my perks? Points, perks. So which one didn't actually take any points? Let's sort that out first. It was stamina, wasn't it? Stamina didn't take any points. So let's sort that out. This one stamina? Stamina? Down the bottom. Right. Turn on stamina, take away from score? No, from points. There we go. Mule kick, haven't done that yet. Haven't done dead shot yet. Speed cola. Let's make that do that. Points take away 3,000. Yeah, definitely done that one. Let's have a look at what's going on with this one. Looks a bit more complicated. You're taking away points. Yeah. Add minus 2,000 points. And then 2,500. I wonder if we can animate points disappearing. Where are they on this screen? Bottom right. Let's... Can I move them left at all? Or right? No, it only lets me move them up and down. Okay, let's put them there. And then let's see if we can animate some points. So let's take the background away. get rid of that one. There's the text box. Yeah. Order. No? How do I get rid of it? I'm sure I just got rid of it. Texture mode. None. Border properties off. I've turned them all off. Why does it still look like that? Oh, because I'm not looking at it. Okay. I'm looking at a different one. There we go. That's the one I'm looking at, which looks fucking terrible. Let's duplicate that. Move it up a bit. Whoops. Can I grab onto it? Maybe? Can't really see it. Let's grab onto it. And then let's change it. Right, that looks more like it. And then the text itself is red. And then we display the number. Oh, I know why it's aligned, isn't it? Aligned. Alignment. Custom and custom, yeah, okay. No, it should just, yeah, it should let me do that, okay. So, let's take this one. And let's do Juggernog. So Juggernog is 2,500. Why is that tilted? That was odd. Let's do this one. And we're going to say display this. Display the operation value. Maybe. We might just have to call it. Might just have to call it a number and then just display that number. Let's just display the. Let's get a calculator or a counter or something. Counter. There we go. And call it 2,500. And then we just display it like that. And it should sort of float away. Oh, it should be minus 2,500, so let's use a calculator. There we go. Now, if we do it sort of floats, right, from there upwards to there. So if I place it over that, right, and now let's get a keyframe and keyframe it floating up like that. Oh, I can do that, okay. And then if we make the opacity of the text, whoops, lower, like that, let's do that. So we'll play that keyframe. Let's make it take 2 seconds. So now, when we pick up Jug, It should do. Hey, that's really cool. Hey, that looks dope. Yo, that's sick as fuck. I fucking love that. So now we'll turn it off by default. We'll turn it on with this keyframe because you could actually see it before in the game. Give jug. That's so fucking cool. That's so fucking cool. Okay. We just do it for all the other ones. Right, so we've got quick revive. Quick revive. And then like that. Move these up here. Quick revive costs 2,000. And then we'll do this is the result of quick revive. So check if quick revive. Oh yeah, this is the check for 3 quick revives. Take away 2,000 points. Okay, so this is actually the check. This is the check for quick revive. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that tests for... This is the input trigger for getting quick revive. It only lets you get it 3 times. So now if we get quick revive, which is there. Oh, it doesn't play properly. Why does it not play properly? Oh, it does play properly. It looks if I leave the trigger zone, if I leave the trigger zone, it stops doing it. So we need it to play in its entirety. So either we make the player stand still for 2 seconds, or let's use a counter. Let's use a counter here, right? Let's use a counter, because that's going to help us out a little bit. So, if this is true, we're going to increase the counter count by 1. Right? I'm going to make the counter go up to 1. And then... Is there a keyframe off option? Counter full play this. For 2 seconds. For 2 seconds. And then we reset the counter. And we reset this timer. So do quick revive animation. Oh, points animation. I actually have separate quick revive animations. So this should be 1. Timer goes on for 2 seconds while this is playing. And then, so even if we run through it and then dip back out, it hasn't given us quick revive. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's rewind it and try it again. Try it a couple of times. Okay, yeah. That looks right. That looks right. That looks sick. I love that. That's so cool. Right, let's copy that over to the other one as well. And tidy it up. Can't be having messy wires. And one there. And let's move that into the middle. And quick revive cost. And then we call this one display quick revive cost. With a lowercase q, because why not? Do quick revive animation points. Wait for animation. Okay. Let's get rid of those and let's move the named ones across because that will help us out a little bit in a second. Let's make that a little bit wider. Move that out a bit. Whoops. Tidy it up. And then hopefully, let's call this Juggernog. And tidy this one up too, because ugly wires. There we go. So, quick revive and Juggernog 2500, and it tests. Yeah, that's correct. It's the right amount of points too. So if I do it quickly, is it gonna... Oh, it stacks them up. That's so cool. Oh, hell yeah. That's so sick. Okay, I love that. I love that. That's so sick. Stamina up next. Let's copy this whole rig across. Let's copy that, stick it down here. Stamina up. Stamina up. Pull this across. There we go. Give stamina up. And we'll make that all the right height. How much does stamina up cost? 2k. Minus 2,000. Oh, pressed the wrong bloody button, didn't I? And then we display the minus 2,000. Wait for 2 seconds. Tidy up the wires. Oops. One simply must have tidy wires. Untidy wires make a logician go insane. Oops. No, I don't want the output, for fuck's sake. And one there. And we'll call that one Stamina Up. And that one should be done. And then what's our last one? Speed color. Okay, speed color costs 3k. Actually, I need the... Come on, for fuck's sake. And this one here is our give. Whoops. These are just perk checks. So now we have, this one costs 3,000. We wait for the animation. And then we tidy up the wires. Right, so now this should display 3,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,000. So now we've only got 500 points left. And we have all the perks. You see the health goes up to 200 as well, that's the Juggernog check. And now, if we die, ignore the getting hit sound, it's not mine. We get quick revive, and then we come back through here. It's going to give us all the perks again. Okay, cool. That appears to be working. Moving fast, got faster reload. Actually, what the hell is that doing? Oh, okay, it's just faster. You almost can't see the magazine. Do you just want to test? What? Hang on a minute. What's that? What's that? Why is that happening? What's that? Oh, that's my old walking animation. I don't know. Did I not take it out of my stamina chip? Walking animation. These are blank, aren't they? Are these blank? Yeah, they're blank. Okay. I did have a walking animation before, but oops. I did end up getting rid of it because it was breaking so much. It broke a lot of things. So we'll get rid of that one as well. There we go. Alright, there we go. So that's another thing down. We've got the points coming off the scoreboard. That looks roughly correct. I don't have anything to shoot at the minute. So I think maybe I'll do like hit markers, a hit marker board here. Have I got stamina up on? Yeah, I do. Okay. And my walk is no longer broken. Let's grab the other guns. Yeah, that looks much, much better. And so does that. Okay, and then you've got the speed cola reload speed as well. Okay. That looks roughly correct. Okay. Let's test quick revive. Getting hit with quick revive here. Okay, that one appears to work. Let's get all these back. Oh, actually, he hasn't given them to me. There we go. Wasn't quite in the hitboxes. Okay, yeah. Those guns look okay. I think the quick revive animation is a little bit janky. But, I mean, that's just going to be the way it is, I think, for the minute. I might come back to it, but as far as I'm concerned, quick revive was an annoying perk to implement, so let's get rid of these. Right. So we need to check. Let's make some things. Let's make a points giver. So let's precise move this. And take that one off. 1,000 points. Uh, 2 seconds. 1,000 points every 2 seconds, and then we'll make it green. We'll go into this sculpt and make it nice and green because positivity. Get rid of this, and then on this timer, oops, and on collision with things to detect. Oh, how do I do on collision with? Touching? Impact sensor. Whoops. On... what does touching output? Inputs a signal indicating that the attached object is touching another object. Okay. Great. Does that automatically output? Or only when I'm touching it? That's that number there. Okay. Only when I'm touching it. Okay. That works for me. So when I'm touching it, then turn on this timer. And this one resets itself every 2 seconds, and then what we're going to do is do a variable modifier for points. Whoops, this one, when turned on, add points, and then we'll do 1,000. Okay, so hopefully when I stand on this, every 2 seconds it's going to give me 1,000 points. Is that too long? I think that's too long. I'm going to do it every 1 second. Yeah, okay, so I can just get points like this if I want points, okay. So that has allowed me to test these. And so we need to do give Speedcola and take points away if the trigger zone and let's move this up a bit, and then this one as well. Nice tidy wires. Points. The variable points, which is there, is more than Speedcola 3000. So if you have more than 3,000 points and you touch the trigger zone, you're allowed to have Speed Cola. That makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so let's test that. So that's still giving it to me. Still gives it to me. It's not actually taking 3,000 though. Not entirely sure why. It's doing the animation. Let's see what this says. If speed color is 1, take 3,000 points. That can't be true. This sets speed color to 1, doesn't it? And does the animation. Let's do the animation there instead. So I think what it's doing is it's testing to see. I think elsewhere I'm testing if you're allowed speed color more than once. I think you're only allowed to have it once you've got it. But yeah, it's not going to give it to me twice, see? Okay, so now if I get downed, because I've only got 500 points, it shouldn't let me pick up speed cola. Okay. Yeah, I've got less than 3,000, so if I stand inside this trigger zone, it's going to be looking for me. But 500 is less than 3,000, therefore don't give speed color. Okay, that one works. So let's grab one of these and open up Juggernog and do this one this way. So if Juggernog, if has jug, take away that much, give Juggernog. Okay, this is give. Okay, so we give Juggernog if these things, let's move this back a bit, if in the trigger zone, oh whoops, if in the trigger zone and less than how many? 3,000? How much is Juggernog? 2,000, isn't it? 2,500. Okay, so give Juggernog. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Let's take another one. Double tap, quick revive. This one might be annoying. Oh no, because there's already a thing here. A node. So if I pull that one back, put him there. Right, and then how much does quick revive cost? 2,000. And then what's the other one I've got here? Quick revive, Juggernog, stamina up. Stamina. Just grab this circuit again. And bring it down here. Oh yeah, you've got to turn on stamina up movement. Display stamina up. And then this is the animation. So stamina up costs 2,500. Let's bring these down here. And let's pull all of these wires and stick them at the end of the AND gate. So now it shouldn't let me buy it unless I've got 2,500 points. That's the theory. So I'll go through and get all the perks. Okay, that seems to be working. It's the death animation. And now, because I've only got 500, it shouldn't give me any of the perks. Okay. Now let's get some more points. And let's see if I can go and buy them all again. Yep. Perfect. And let's test to see if I can buy any more than once. Nope. Only lets us buy them once. Right. Well. That appears to be working. The point system is now in place. What next? I guess we could do hit markers. So let's grab precise move, and we're going to grab those. We'll stick them over here. Let's get rid of these. This is not chip storage. This is hit markers. Oh. There we go. Hit markers. And then we'll change the way this looks because it looks horrible. Hit markers are, don't know, orange? That looks pink. Let's do pink. Yeah, pink hit markers. Let's get rid of precise move, put on grid. And let's do some spheres. No interesting colour. Let's do one there and one there. So those are our hit markers. If I can do a trigger zone. Actually, do I want to do a trigger zone? I'm going to need to project a laser from my weapons. Shot animation. I suppose we... Do we do a laser? We could have a laser in there anyway, and we could keyframe it on with that keyframe. So let's have a laser on our guy, right? This grid movement thing is really annoying. Weapons. And then let's make a new chip and let's call it weapon detection, damage detection. Let's give it a nice picture. Damage detection, there we go, that'll do. Let's put a laser scope in here. So this laser scope should be local space. Not there. I suppose it should be down the middle of the player, right? And then we'll grab the arrow and we'll make it go that way. No? Will we? That way? Any way? Can I rotate it? I can, okay. That looks appropriate. Sort of. Actually, should we place it in the middle of the camera? Let's place it in the middle of the camera. Whoops. And turn on grid space, because that's going to allow me to align this, actually. Align to grid. Please align to grid. Okay. Please turn. Or do I need to grab the stick? There we go. Let's turn grid off. And then we'll extend this until it detects, I suppose, a foe. Any selected, all selected. Oops. So we're going to detect a foe. A collidable visible foe. And it should have a detected output, right? Yeah, hit something. Point at tags. Don't really want that. Let's increase the range. Let's say 100 meters. I hope that doesn't affect performance, but I feel like if it's any less, it will not help us. Let's align this to our character, because that's the center of our screen, that little red dot there. And now, hopefully, that's going to point down the center of our screen. And what that's going to detect is the zombies that hopefully we're going to shoot at. Right, so let's sculpt these blue balls again, because these blue balls are unacceptable in their current state. They need to be separate sculpts, and they also need to, whoops, not be so goddamn detailed. I'm going to label these as foe. So now, if I output a detector number displayer, hang on a minute, hit something. No, I need you to hit a foe. Oh, not unlabeled. There we go. There we go. Right, so let's just have that without the fucking grid mode. There. Right, so it's the top right one. So it should be hitting these. Why is it not? Let's see. Laser scope is too low. So if I aim up, is it going to hit it? I feel like this just doesn't like us. Oh, it's constantly pointing forward. That's why. It needs to aim up and down. Why is it not aiming up and down? Because the chip doesn't aim up and down. Let's put this in, whoops, this thing. So this is the camera. Now, when we aim at something, it should... Oh, for God's sake. Why is it not happy now? Why is it pointing at the ground? Right, let's... Why is it pointing at the ground? Me. It should be turning with... Make this X, Y, Z local to the attached object rather than the entire scene. Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's turn on grid space, right? So we'll fix this laser. Good. Yes. Is it going through that? It is. Let's move it left a bit, because it doesn't make any sense not to. It should be going straight through the centre of that, because that's the centre of our screen. Let's say... I mean, that looks fairly central, doesn't it? Okay, let's deselect it. That's not the centre of our screen. Oh, it's off from what it was earlier. That's my bad. Okay, well, let's just see if the laser works to begin with. Hey, there we go. It's detecting something. It's not exact because I messed this up earlier. So let's fix that. Let's fix the laser scope. Let's aim at this thing, because that should be roughly there. Don't really want the hit detection to be off for our players. Now, let's press this one. I'm going to try and get it to go... Oh, it does go straight through it. Hey, I guess it does kind of work. Somehow, it's perfect. I want to test if it moves up and down. So let's look up. Oops. Yeah, it's looking up and down, which is good. Definitely good. And we know it definitely turns around, looks left and right. So, hit markers. So we want to test... Let's get an output on this. And let's call it aiming transmitter. Okay, yeah. Aiming at zombie. Because eventually, hopefully, we will be aiming at zombies. Now, we can do the points over here. Let's do a receiver aiming at zombie. If aiming at zombie, and R2, which is the fire button, and R2, do an AND gate. Ooh, modify the variable points by adding 10. So if we aim at one of these, then it doesn't work. Brilliant. Oh dear. Why is it not working? Oh, I think we need to be looking in the scene for these things. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So now we get points. Fantastic. We now have hit marker points. Easy. Easy breezy. Absolutely flying through it. Let's do the animation. So I think for this one, these only pulse. So I think I'm not sure how we're going to do this, because this one turns it on and then waits till it's done. But we could do a randomizer. Let's do a randomizer, which is there. Randomize. Whoops. What is the difference? Input to randomize. A signal to the symbol. Select a random port. Okay, let's do that. And then let's copy this idea here. So if we have, whoops, this idea, and we call this one, you just get 10, don't you? You get 10. Let's make this number yellow, because that's what it is in Call of Duty Zombies. And then we move it to, whoops, the keyframes it to there, above that. Okay, and I need to make sure it isn't keyframing this actually. Okay. Hang on a minute, I'm just thinking, because of the way that keyframes work, not keyframing that. No, okay. That looks like it's working. So when this turns on, we're going to put these in microchips. Let's call them points anim. Short for animation. And this is the first one. My plan is to have a few. And what it's going to do is power this on, and I think I just need this to be that. So what should happen is grab another one of these, whoops, and input the plus on that one. This should do that, to the points display, I should do the yellow hit marker. Wait for 2 seconds to do that one. And it should display 10. And that way, this just points at anim 2. I'm going to move this one slightly in this. Make the opacity larger and put it there. And cancel that one. So now, hopefully, okay, so it's doing one of them. Why is it only doing one of them? It should have an input to randomize. Let's just say randomize entirely. Okay, so it does 2. Let's change the randomizer settings so it's never the same one twice in a row. No repeats. Okay, so it's on no repeat. And I think I'm actually going to change the position of this. I can just display points as well. I'm going to change the position of the smaller number to there. Obviously I'll get rid of that one, and then I'll do stop the keyframe on it, and make it display there, and then I'll do this keyframe. Where do I want it to go to? I want it to go to there, lower I think, and then we're going to make the opacity 0. Oh, and I need to obviously turn it on. Why is it giving me 10 points at the start? Oh, because randomize. Yeah, of course. I can sort that out later. Okay. I think I'm going to reduce the timers on them. I'm going to reduce these keyframes down to 1 second. And this one down to a second as well. See how that looks. Because I feel like these are sticking around on the screen too long. So let's see how that looks. Okay. That looks alright. Now if we can get 10 of them, because this randomizer maybe goes up to J. So there's 2 more. Let's make this a bit longer as well. Six, 8, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly change the position of these each time. And then it should look a little bit different as the hit markers register. Let's call this one 4. And let's change, whoops, the position over there. Bloody tooltips. Is that 4, 5? Let's change 5's position. And 6. It's a bit grueling, this, isn't it? Let's change the position of that one to be further away. Stop recording that one. And then 7. Let's make 7 go there. Ooh, my controller just died. Bloody hell. Stop recording. We've done 7, haven't we? 8. And then let's change the keyframe on 8 to, I don't know actually, down there. Nine. Can't actually see where it is. There. Further out, I think there. And 10. Don't know. There. And now let's stick that one there because I'm just going to do this. Whoops. D E F G H I J. Okay. Now, hopefully hey, that's pretty cool. Now, I think it's actually happening. Yeah, even when I'm not, I have no ammo and when I'm not reloading. So, let's test that. Let's change that one up. Ooh. Phone's buzzing at me. Let's change that one. So, I don't know actually. How are we going to do that? So when aiming at zombie, when not reloading. Oh, hang on. Can I do shot fired? Have I got a shot fired variable? No, that's L2. Take 1 ammo. I suppose I could do the take 1 ammo, right? Take 1 ammo is actually the variable I need rather than R2. Because take 1 ammo already meets all the conditions for a shot being fired. So, why have I taken that? I can just change it. Take 1 ammo. T, okay, take 1 ammo. In scene? Yeah, scene check. And that one's scene check as well, isn't it? Right, so now, in theory, if I can't fire a shot, it won't add points. So only when I fire, yeah. Okay. Hang on. Did my ammo counter just get something wrong? Am I tripping? 24... 12 and 12... Should be 12 and 0. Ah, no! My ammo counter's wrong. That's bad. That's bad, bad, bad. That's very bad. Normal ammo tracker. Oh, shoot. If reloading. Is this reloading? Oh, man. Okay. I can fix this. Let's go to test mode. Whoops. Okay. Hang on, where's my conditional variable? Oh, it's off screen, isn't it? It's up there. Okay. And now it's just gone to 0, 0. I think that's a problem for another day. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. It was working so well. Hey ho. So we know this is working. Let's do... I think there was one of these that actually I didn't like. So... Oh, can I not look at it without... Oh, man, that's annoying. Okay. Oh no, I can't even look at the final position until the... yeah. I think there was one that went, like, really far up the top left. Actually, they all sort of look okay, actually. One does go quite far up the top left. And I feel like that's not right. But it's so random that it kind of works, I think. Dude, that's sick. It also just gives a point every time you reload, and I'm not entirely sure why. It just gives you 1 point every time you reload. Okay. Right. Let's see why it does that. Because aiming at zombie and take one ammo is true for a brief second when you reload. Why is take one ammo true for a brief second when you reload? Is it true with the pistol? Yes. Why does it just fire a shot randomly? When reload is true, fire shot. That's the condition. But I have never put that anywhere. Where are my reloads? So we check for reload. Square tap. Is reloading. It's not reloading, do fire shot. Does it store a condition of R2 being pressed? Or, if the magazine is 0, do force reload. No, that wouldn't force me to Fire a shot though. Is running, is reloading, is out of ammo. Let's pin this one. Oops, this one. Test mode. It sends a pulse through. Why does it send a pulse through? I'm not pressing reload. I'm not pressing R2. I promise you I'm not. Oh, is it because I'm holding it? Do I need to do a tap for R2? I think I do. I think I need to tap R2. Let's do another test mode. Rewind, play. Yeah, because I'm holding it down, and it stays down, and then it... Oh yeah, of course, because it turns off, and then it turns back on, and then the signal manipulator receives another signal. How do I fix that? Maybe I don't turn that off. Tits. Can't fucking exit test mode. Maybe I do that instead. Okay, that appears to be working. How do I transfer that to my other chips? Do they all have one of these? They do, they do. And they have a timing condition on the power of that. So let's do R2 pressed and not these. Okay. Let's exchange these for AND gates. So it has to meet all these conditions and when R2 is pressed, rather than just turning off R2, because this here will turn itself off when reloading. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Let's do the same whirligig here. I know that's not the right naming. I will change it at another time. Get it all working first. And let's see if that fixes it. Oh, now it's just pressing R2 by itself. And that's because that's an OR gate. That's an OR gate, not an AND gate. Oh dear. Serves me right. Fuck's sake. If anything is happening, shoot the gun. Oh, I love it. Stupid fucking game. Stupid fucking me. Let's plug that bad boy in. I think they're the only two with AND gates, weren't they? Because this one, which I've closed the chip of, was, yeah, just a NOT gate. Okay, pressing R2 and that works. Okay, force the reload. Reload is good. Okay. doesn't appear to be firing a shot afterwards as well, which is good. That's good. I mean, this isn't perfect, but it's pretty dang close. I'm really happy with this. I think this is dope. I want the MP7. There we go. I mean, tell me this isn't the coolest thing you've seen today. Come on now. Hit markers are working. They're giving you points. I mean, that's cool as fuck. I'm sorry, that's fucking dope. Right. Don't really know what to do now. There are a few things I could go through and fix, I suppose. Where is this? Where is the chip? Where is the chip for points? Oh, there. This all needs tidying up. But that's really boring to watch. So... is this laser scope X-ray? Is it X-ray? How do I check that? X-ray mode. This laser only stops when it connects to the nitrogen. Laser will stop at any object regardless of its label. Okay, so if I just test that a hot second. So this still works. Okay. Let's grab one of these. One of those. I didn't really do it correctly. There we go. X-ray. Scope test. Hit marker. Whoops. Now, hopefully, we should be able to hit them there like that. However, only when they're not behind cover. Why is there a line on that? Interesting. Very, very interesting. I think I'm going to delete some of these. Just to get some different angles. I need to do a aim assist thing as well. I need to do an aim assist. Forgot about aim assist. But it can't be too strong. So I think that'll be one of the last things I implement. Excuse me. Simply just because I think it'll be very, very difficult to balance the aim assist. I have quite a few other guns to put in as well. Yeah. Oh, I need to do a randomness for hipfire, don't I? Okay, let's do... I'm gonna have to change this. So this little circlet here, this all makes sense. So this only happens when you hit the zombie. So this is true. Zombie hit true. He hit true. And then I think I'm gonna have to change the randomness. Can I do rand on a calc? Because I'm gonna have to change the randomness because of the different hip fires of guns. Number of ports. So I could output a... Can I change this? I can. Okay, so I can change one of these, one of those. Also, does that work if I just do that? Because it kept firing off at the start, didn't it? I think I need to have it in both like that. So if I have it like that, it doesn't fire. But then, yeah, that appears to be happening then. But if I have it like that, it fires one off at the start. You just get a free points. Except it's not 3 points, it's just a visual effect. Okay, that appears to be working. The thing with this gun is that it goes as fast as you can trigger pull it, which is very handy. But it's difficult because you can fire very quickly and the game can get very confused if there are timings. Right, let's do a randomness. What are you doing? Get out of here. Let's do a randomness check. I'm gonna roll a cigarette. My battery's good enough. Let's think. So if we can change the amount of ports that the randomizer can output to, then we can produce a random number every time, I think. Hang on, I can just produce a random number from... Oh no, I don't really want to use someone else's code actually. But I need to change how random it is each time with a number, a variable probably. All of the light machine guns will have like a random factor. All of the snipers will have a random factor, etc., etc. Because I'm only using one laser scope as well, I'm unsure whether that would be, whether it would fit with the gameplay dynamic. Because obviously in real Call of Duty it predicts, it actually fires rounds and then you check collision. but emitting rounds is going to cost me a lot of thermo, so I'm not sure. Let's give this a go. If I end up emitting rounds and just measuring them manually, I feel like it's just going to be buggy. So let's do, if all of these are true, then this is true. So zombie hit true, okay. Let's do a, not a selector. Do I have a variable for whether he's ADS or not? I don't think I do. I think I need to manually keyframe this with the ADS. Let's do... a switch. Let's do ADS fire and hip fire. ADS fire, and then we'll do hip fire. Not Hippocrates. Let's events. Make them nice colours. Look at that. Wasn't that nice? So ADS fire is just these ones. Actually, I can do that one as well. And then into there. Because that and check is going to be... yeah, I can just do a node. Let's do a node to make this a little bit tidier. Just plonk one of these bad boys down. And call it zombie hit true. Zombie hit true. So when ADS, then whoops, go into that one, and then this one is going to be my random calculator for non-ADS fire. So I still need these two when aiming at zombie and a shot is fired. Let's get rid of that. Right. I'm dying for a wee. I'm gonna run for a wee and I'll be back. Right, so we need to tell it how random to be. I think they're going to do a calculator update and actually give rand values. So when both these conditions are met, and gate, then we're going to do a randomizer. And that randomizer is going to give me an output on A, true random. It's going to give me a 1 on A. It's going to give me a 0 on everything else. And then the value of that randomizer is going to be the variable modulate. Yeah, so 10 overwrite. So now if I make this 10, it's going to give me 10. If I make this 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So the highest it can give me is 50-50. That's the highest chance. I think it has to be 2, doesn't it? If I get rid of this wire a second, shoo, and I make it 10, and then I do a modulate 0, and then as this moves up, it should go from 0.2 up to 1. So that basically gives me the same value, doesn't it? So initial value is 0.2. Has to start at 0.2. The maximum value of 1 and a minimum value of 0.2. Now if I attach things to the other slots, will it in fact count as an output? I think I just need to return things, so let's just 2, 3, whoops. 6, 8, 10. Okay. Okay, so it's going to give me a random out of those 2. 5. Should give me a random out of the 5. I haven't had C yet. Okay, so it does give me random out of 5. Okay, that makes sense. I like that. Just restarting and starting to see which value I was getting. Oops. So 0.2. So now it's going to give me 50-50. I'm just going to test this with numbers just to see what the values actually are. So I'm going to put that one there, and that one slightly to the right. So that's output number 2. What number does it give me? It gives me 0. The output is 0. Oh, yeah. I guess I need to fire at something. I guess I need to fire at something, and then it should give me an output. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it gives me an output. Okay. Gives me the number 1, it looks like. So the number 1... and then I'm going to make... Okay. The top one is fine. It's just going to be add 0. And then these are going to be add minus 1. So if I... Actually, it's probably just going to be easier to fucking delete them all. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. And then we're going to return all of those values to that node. Does it? Oh yeah, of course. Let's not return them all to that node. Why is that one? Because 0 minus 1 is a value. Let's do times 0. Times 0. Times 0. Because if you times things by 0, it's 0. Right, finished my cigarette. What? What do you want?
I'm going to Mum's Orders.
Okay.
Not there though, so.
They're not there, but you're going anyway.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think I'm going to try this, but now my essentially won't. I've uninstalled it and all that. I'll try to reinstall it. Without taking up space. Like I delete it if I can on my laptop, but I don't want to delete everything.
Right.
This happens when it's open, but so I'm going to get my hard drive or something like that. I just want to put onto my laptop so I can save my shit on there without deleting it. But it was space.
Okay.
I'm going to go for that.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to come out or not.
Hey?
I don't know if you want to come out or not.
No.
Because you'll have to drive out before you come out.
I will walk out by myself later. Yes, entirely on my own.
Alright, I'll put it up there. Pretty warm though.
Yeah?
Yeah. This pasties are nice.
What were?
Pasties.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I thought you needed some tobacco. You're not crazy yet.
Oh, I always need more.
I want to see this food like a week.
Never enough. Thank you, yes. I most certainly am.
Thank you. Right, bye.
Right, bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, let's do this variable. So I only need one. I was being very dumb before. I only need one. Which means I can do that. And get rid of that switch, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to keyframe this on for hipfire and keyframe this one on for ADS fire. And then I'm going to test this variable called hipfire accuracy. Between 0.2 and 1. So I think you should hit 1 in 4 shots on the pistol. Hang on a minute. Oh no, I've just realised the hipfire box is shown, and I'm going to need to cover that thing in laser scopes. Oh shit. Let's see if this works for now. Let's just see what output this gives me. So at the moment this has got a 1 in 10 chance. Oh no, it hasn't, because I've got the other one keyframed on too. Let's do ADS when aiming down sights. Oh, hang on, let's turn them both off first. Off and off. So when hip firing, we turn that one on. When aiming down sights, we turn that one on. So like that. Okay. One in 10 shots hit. So let's say for this gun we pick up reserve set. We have a ADS. Whoops. We have an ADS rate or a hipfire accuracy hipfire accuracy of 0.5. So now 1 in 5 shots. 1 in 5 accuracy. So now when I play this, it's given me output 3, which I know doesn't give me anything, so 0.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outputs, true random. So I should hit 2 and a bit shots out of this magazine. 4, 5, 6, so I hit quite a lot there actually. So it looks like I'm hitting 4 or 5 shots. Okay. Maybe the best way to do this would be projecting an invisible cone and then coming into contact with it. Although that might be difficult because the cone will be different radii at different distances. See, the thing is, I can have it like, I can have that ball on the very edge there, and I'm still not going to hit a single shot because the laser scope is directly down the middle. And actually, now it's not hitting any. Oh yeah, it hit a few. Okay. I suppose we need to measure distance as well, because distance to it should affect it. At least we know that's sort of working. So the system itself sort of works like this. Testing it and testing the hipfire rate, the randomness, does work. Why is the starting value that high? Why is still the starting value at 0.2? Yeah, that looks right. Okay. We can get rid of that. So there's only actually a couple of gadgets there, so that's not actually too bad. Let's make sure these are keyframed as well. So we have messy wires is what we have. Extremely messy wires. Let's tidy them up. So ADS, we want the ADS fire to be on, and then ADS, we want this one to be on, and then for hip fire, we want the hip fire chip to be on, and then, oh yeah, I could have done that earlier. I could have just grabbed this and then stopped recording that. Okay, let's test that. Test everything. Test all the things. Oh, I just implemented that earlier. It's a force reload on 0 in the magazine. Glad to see it's still working. Okay. Interesting. So it hits some of them, but not all of them. So that's good. It is giving me a random output. I think that might be where I leave it today, because I'm going to have to do like an array of scopes, which is going to be deeply irritating, purely because of the angle of the scopes from the center of the camera. But we'll see. We'll see. Right, that's where I'm going to leave it today, actually. So let's save that one. Got a lot of work done today, actually, so I'm fairly happy with that. Right, thanks for tuning in or watching in a later VOD, but it's been a pleasure. Wish you all the best. See you later.